So our course name is Kilo Speak, right? Am I right? Yes. Okay. So my first question to all of you, once like I had asked you previous questions also, but this is the first question when we have started the recording. Okay. So why is speaking important? Anyone? Raise your hand and I'll unmute you. Who is going to answer this? Anyone? Okay, Khayan is raising her hand. I'll unmute. Yes, Khayan.
To speak to others properly.
To speak to others properly. Okay, that's nice. And Kash. Okay. So Kash, I'm unmuting you.
Yes, ma'am. Means we could talk better in means like stages and all.
Okay. Yes, so near to the point. That's nice. And who else? So Lagna.
Describe our feelings.
Wow, that's really nice. Yes, speaking. Yeah, once you speak, you can express your feelings. That's really nice. And Tanishtha, you have to turn on your video so that I can unmute you and I can see your beautiful face. Yes, Tanishtha.
To communicate through the world.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So each one of you are correct. You know, you have given really good answers. So yes, speaking is essential, and one of you told to express our thoughts clearly and to communicate. So yes, this is why speaking is essential, so that we can put up our thoughts in a structured manner to others, right? Now, why classes for speaking are essential, right? So we speak, right? We all speak, and we speak in any manner. But then these classes would be really helpful for you to, you know, think in a structured manner and then present your thoughts in a structured manner, right? Right? Isn't it essential to present your thoughts in a structured manner? So if you say just random gibberish, who would be understanding? But then if you follow a proper sequence, proper, you know, frame of words, proper sentences one after the other, so the people are able to understand, and you are also able to, you know, put up your thoughts clearly, so that there is no miscommunication happening, and so everything is sorted out, right? Okay, so our classes would be focusing on this, and so for today's session especially, the flow would be like this. First of all, there will be an introduction by our mentor, Poonam ma'am. Okay, so she would be taking your entire course. After that, there would be a short presentation by Rajan sir. Then a tour of the platform would be given by me. And after that, we would be having a question and answer round. So if you have any doubts, any queries, you can write it down in the chat section and we would be answering your queries. After the question and answer round, we will be starting with the demo session for which you all are here. Okay. And since this is a demo session, so like it would be for only 40 to 45 minutes, but then your regular live classes, it would be for 75 minutes, right? All clear? Okay, great. So now over to Poonam ma'am, and it's really nice to have Poonam ma'am on the platform. She has been associated with Olympiad Success Family for quite a long time now, and she makes sure like it's her you know, passion to teach these communication subjects. And we were having a discussion the other day, and she was so excited. So she told like when is the new batch starting, so that she can, you know, take up the class, and she can meet you lovely students, and she can help you out with your speaking, right? So over to you, Poonam ma'am. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much, Aarti ma'am. Good evening to all my dear students. If you can wave at me, and I see such lovely faces, bright smiles. Most of your videos are on. That's very nice. Okay. I'm your mentor, Poonam Rajpal. And like ma'am told, I have been with Olympiad for quite some time now, and I enjoy teaching and learning here. You know, happy to be here, and happier to see all of you. Well, like the topic, or like the phrase says skill or speak. It's the skill that we have to adopt to speak confidently. You might be wondering, ma'am, we already know to speak. Like Aarti ma'am told, we speak, isn't it? Right now, what are we doing? We are speaking. But since last 2 years, we've been sitting at home. Okay, of course, touch should be, our schools are going to start this year and everything is going to get normal like before. But then there's a lot of difference when we speak to our parents and when we go on the stage and speak to the audience. Don't you think your confidence? See, how many of you get scared when you look at the huge audience? At least I used to get scared at your age. Okay, of course, touch wood, I don't get scared now. It's very normal to get scared, to feel fearful. That is because maybe you haven't worked in the way your mind has to work before you go there. You haven't prepared yourself. Maybe you've just concentrated in by hearting the content, but you don't know the do and don'ts of that particular skill. Yeah, you see, and you might say, oh, I can't do this. Definitely, it's something that all of us can do. All of us can become confident speakers, and all of us like applauses, isn't it? When the whole audience applauds for you or praises you, don't you all feel good? Tell me, who is that one person who doesn't feel good? I, as a teacher, if someone applauds, I feel good. We all feel good, isn't it? So it's not just for the applause or praises, it is also to be very confident wherever we go. At any point of, it could be a party, it could be a new classroom setup, it could be a competition, it could just be talking to a stranger for the first time, or just striking a conversation with a friend. So these classes will definitely help you to be that confident speaker, and never ever think that I can't be confident. When you were born, you didn't know a lot of things, but with the help of your parents, your elders, and you yourself observed and learned a lot of things. So every skill can be developed, and this skill to speak confidently is what this batch is going to help you. So I look forward to help you, to mentor, to guide you, to speak, to make you good public speakers, speak confidently. Okay, thank you so much. Over to you, Aarti ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much, Poonam ma'am. It's really a pleasure to have you on the platform. And now Rajan sir would be taking up the presentation. So over to you, Rajan sir.
Yeah, sure, ma'am. Let me share my screen. Is it visible, ma'am?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so welcome students. Welcome to the demo of Skill Speak. So let me tell you about us, about Olympiad Success. So Olympiad Success is India's largest online preparation platform for Olympiad exams. And we have Olympiad live classes, and this year third year in live classes. We also have School Plus program. In School Plus program, students, we offer 8 courses that are mathematics, English, science, logical reasoning, communication, and communication spoken written both, Vedic maths as well as coding. What else? We also offer CBSE plus Olympiad classes for grades 6 to 10, and one-on-one preparation classes for International Mathematics Olympiad like SESMO, CMO, uh, HKIMO, TIMO, Math Count, US Math Competition, Math Kangaroo, and PRMO, and also JME preparation classes. Meet the rank holder for session 21-22. So in Olympiad Success, many students got international rank 1. Now, students, about this course, they will be like about public speaking. Public speaking is a necessary and skill which every student should learn. And Skill of Speak help groom students to become impressive and confident speakers. It is an experiential learning process, listening to effective speaker and learning thereby. Different kind of audio, video inputs, and in class practice activities will pair with peers and individually. Student will be awarded a digital certificate of completion with a note of their oral skills after completion of the course. So the syllabus for this course will be oral communication, building vocabulary, debating narration, personal narrative, storytelling, interview skills, news reporting, and everything that is listed on here. Okay. So about this course, like there will be around 20 students in the class, and the classes will be conducted on Zoom platform only. So there will be 2 sessions per week. The days will be Monday and Wednesday, and the timing is 6:30 to 7:45 p.m. So the class duration will be 75 minutes and there will be a break of 5 minutes in between. Syllabus link students, I will share in the chat box. So the fees for this course is 6,200 and there will be 25 sessions in this course. Payment link I will share in the chat box. Now to join this course, what you need a laptop with good internet speed and headphones so that you can listen carefully. Now, learning to speak publicly is not a day's process. Hence, student will be required to spend an hour every day in reading, working on activities to cope up with the curriculum. Okay, students? So the live classes for this course will start from 8th June. And currently we have students from 3,800 school and we are keeping in 35 plus countries. So this is about this course, students. Now Artiman will give you a tour to the Olympiad Success platform. And after that, if you have any query, any doubt, you can ask in the chat box. So over to you, Artiman.
Yeah, thank you so much, Rajan sir, for a wonderful presentation. And now let me share my screen, kids. Okay, so like once you enroll to this program, what you need to do to access the content is go to this site, which is olympiadsuccess.com/login. Enter your credentials over there. So once you enter your credentials, you would be redirected to the profile page. Just complete your profile and then you have to click on the live classes to access the content, right? So here, once you click on the live classes, you would be getting this page. On this page, the subject would be mentioned. So if you click the subject, drop down would come, and in this, all the subjects for which you have subscribed would be coming. So this is Kilo Speak Junior. All right, so I'll select that subject. I'll click on the topic. So there are various topics to this. So let's say I select this topic, secrets to successful speaking. So here you have this content available, and in this content, what you have is like a brief about secrets to successful speaking and a few pointers on that. And there would be basically a practice example as well in this PDF itself for you to do. Okay, so here it's been mentioned, remember, prepare a speech on excess of everything is bad and upload your recordings on this link. So you have to prepare after this session is over, so you have to prepare a speech on this and then submit it on this URL. Okay, so with every topic, this would be the format for your content, and you have to go through that content, and after reading that, you have to create your assignment and submit it on the link given. Right now, let me check the schedule of this. So once you click on the schedule, a PDF will open up and the number of sessions would be given. And against each session, the topic would be written, like what topic would be conducted in which session. So in session 1, we would be taking secrets to successful speaking and so on and so forth. Okay. So if you see here, like we are just doing all the topics session wise, and like in the session 25th, summing up smoothly, right? So everything what you have done, everything what you have learned during this entire course would be summed up, right? And there is one important note written over here. So the certificates will be given to only those students who have completed and submitted all the assignments. So kids, please make sure that you submit all your assignments on time. As soon as your session finishes, your mentor asks you to submit the assignments, you have to do that. Otherwise, you won't be getting your certificate on your oral completion. Okay. And after that, this is the holiday calendar. So if you click that, a list of holidays would be appearing. So here you can check that these are the days on which your classes will not be conducted. And finally, we have the Zoom meeting ID and password. So here you can check your meeting ID and password on which the classes will take place. Okay. So this is about the platform, like what happens once you enroll with us for this program. And now I'll stop my screen share, and if we have any doubts, any queries, we can take up.
So students, do you have any query, any question related to course? You can ask in the chat box if you have. Okay, everything is clear, I guess.
Right.
Okay. So students, let me ask one question to you. Can you tell me? Okay, I think yes. Anushtup, you're raising your hand. Do you have any questions? You can write in the chat box. Okay, so in the meantime, students, you can tell me like what are the days and timing for the classes? Do anyone remember? You can write in the chat box. How many students will be there in the batch, in one batch?
So, Anushtup, Rajan sir had mentioned this in his presentation also. So, around 15 students will be there in each batch. Okay.
Yes, batch will start from 8 June. The days are Monday, Wednesday, correct? Now the time is not 6 to 7:45, it is 6:30 to 7:45 p.m. Okay. Do anyone have any other question or shall we begin with the demo then? Okay, yes.
Yes.
Okay, so Aarti ma'am, I think we can begin with the demo.
Okay, great. So, over to Poonam ma'am to start with the demo session.
Hello again. Tanishta, Devyani, Zubair, Meera, if you all can switch on your video, it would be nice. It's all about speaking, and it's all when if you have to speak, you have to appear first, isn't it? Okay, I'll share my screen quickly. Just tell me if you can see my screen. Wait. Okay. Can you see my screen, children? Can you all see my screen? Give me a thumbs up. Yes? Okay. Thank you so much, Shaurish. Okay. Today's demo topic is speak to please, and from how to go about from how to make it wow. Okay, like Aarti ma'am told, all of these classes will have an assignment in the end. Okay, where we will ask you all to speak or present on a particular topic in on a in a particular way. So there will be a lot of such topics like how you it could be GD, extempore, and a lot of things where you all have to participate. You just can't. It's not a very a theoretical class. And Aarti ma'am, can I ask them to speak in today's class? Maybe one or two of them can be given a chance in today's
Yes,
demo.
ma'am.
Is
Yes,
okay.
sure, ma'am. You can unmute them.
Okay. See, we have these small little activities, children, which will help you to speak and present yourself well. Okay. One of the activity is show and tell. Okay, this is basically an activity in which you all will pick up an object, okay, and show to the audience. Stand very confidently, spine straight, head high, and with that smile show that object, because and speak about it for a minute or two. Okay, so now it's about your speaking. It's how about you, how well you are presenting yourself, your body language, your expressions, and how what is the content, how well you're describing that. Okay, now this will show how creative you are, and it's a simple way of presenting something. Okay, it's also called show and share about it. It is usually conducted at the elementary levels. Of course, these are, since you are in class 3, 4, or 5, this will help you to participate in your other competitions as well, because you are getting ready to face the audience and speak confidently through this activity. Okay, now what are the benefits of this particular activity that we do in the end? It will instill, it will bring self confidence in you. Can one of you tell me what do you mean by self-confidence? You could raise your hand and I'll ask you to unmute. Well, yes, I will. Yeah, if you could unmute Kayan.
Yes, ma'am.
What is self-confidence?
Means confidence in ourselves that I can do
Lovely,
this.
so easy that I am good enough. I'm not that bad. I also can speak decently, confidently. Okay, it'll boost up your public speaking confidence. That yes, I can speak in public. You will never fear going into an unknown gathering. It'll also make you feel very important. That's what we all want to feel about it. Yeah, isn't it? When someone makes you feel important, you want to get back to that person. So this particular activity will make you feel so. Okay, it'll give you the satisfaction of getting listened to adequately. Now you are all listening to me and I am very satisfied and happy because I have about 18 students who are listening to me. Likewise, when this particular activity is done, you will feel happy because you have been so creative, so confident in the way you have presented, that people are in awe at you. Awe means they are literally surprised. You have wowed them. Wow, so beautiful. And when they listen to you, you will feel nice. It will enhance your creativity. Every time you participate in such activities, you will only get better because you will pressurize your creative mind to come out of, bring about something more creative than others. It'll, like, it'll push you to go beyond boundaries and do something out of box. It will sharpen your presentation and communication skills, which will be reflected in your other daily language conversations. It will improve your diction, that the way you pronounce and you speak, and your describing skills. It could be a great way to learn impromptu answers. Impromptu means where you're not prepared. You just give an answer because you're participating in these activities, which will help you otherwise to speak well impromptu. Now, what are the steps to conduct show and tell? Okay. Now, these are the steps, children, which will help you in the end. Remember, due to the paucity of time, all of you will not get the opportunity or chance to do this activity. However, this will again be repeated during our regular classes. But today, if time permits, maybe I'll ask one or two of you to present it. So please be focused and keep these points in mind. First thing that you're going to do is choose an object. You can pick up any object in your room. Of course, when I will give you, I'll give you a days or 2 days time to do this. But maybe right now you can pick up anything from your room around. Okay. And as per your theme or given topic, okay, maybe I will give you a topic, pick up something useful or pick up something which is your favorite, something. Okay, now you make sure you, wherever you sit, however you present your particular your background should be appropriate. Make a research. Sometimes you might have time, sometimes you might not have. Today you might not have much time, but if you are being given time during your regular classes, I will give you time. Do that research. If that particular thing is your favorite thing, ask. Maybe maybe you don't have, you can browse a little. See, when I say browse, maybe to pick up a better word, maybe to pick up a proverb with that regard, which suits that topic. Maybe you could ask a sibling, ask your parent. But idea that original content should be yours. Okay, because when you prepare, you will remember. If someone writes and will give you, what will happen? You are by hearting and you will tend to forget. So it's good. I will always tell my children, you prepare. Okay, plan accordingly what to say, how to say, which I will teach you now. See, the same thing can be told in a unique way, in a different way. You come up with that ways. Don't always copy others in the way you introduce yourself, in the way you present. Please be creative, children. Okay. Um Revise, summarize. Revise means you have to revise that in your mind, or maybe you've written it down, you again go through it. Okay. And practice and present well. One way that you could do, even as a teacher today, I don't I don't find this something very kiddish, is that you stand in front of the mirror and present it. Sometimes during your dinner time, you could do that in front of your parents. I'm sure your parents will feel very happy about it. Okay. So start with smaller audience. First is only you are your audience first to judge yourself. So stand in front of the mirror, pick up the object and speak to yourself. So you look at yourself, your expressions, your hand movements, your body language, how you look, and then you will feel where you have to correct. Okay. Then go in front of your parents, maybe your extended family, then it comes to class. Okay, so your audience keeps increasing here. Now, you might get stressed, you might get tensed, you might feel fearful, which is very normal. Now the trick is, you should not let the audience know that you are afraid, you are scared now. She is fearing. So act confidently. Sometimes what happens, if you're not confident, you can act confidently. I'm telling you, this is a trick. Sometimes can work. And trust me, in the meanwhile, you will actually become genuinely confident. So what you do now, let's say you are tensed. You are terrified. You are shivering from inside looking at the audience. You tell yourself, there's one point that I have to do. I'm going to smile. So what are you doing? You're actually acting, no? Because a fearful, afraid person will not smile. But that's a trick. You smile and you're present, although you're scared. Trust me, in a matter of 1 minute or 30 seconds or 1 minute, your smile will actually make you feel nice. And by the end of 1 minute or 2 minutes, you will genuinely feel confident, and you'll wonder, where did that, fear vanish? You did this. You yourself did it. Will you all do that, children, whenever you feel fearful? Give me a thumbs up. Yes? Okay. Now, next. There's a structure of this activity. Okay? It will start with your mind, your thoughts. You can write it down in your book. I mean to say, during the activity when you do it, not now. There has to be a structure. Okay? You just can't blabber anything that comes in mind about that particular topic. No, there has to be an introduction. There has to be a beginning. You can't straight. Have you seen a movie and you enter in after the interval, you will not understand anything. Okay, but you will enjoy the complete movie when you sit from the very start till the climax. That's what your audience, that's what your listeners want. You introduce yourself, you talk about that particular object, then why is it uh, your favorite thing, or what are its functions, what you want to do, what are its benefits, that becomes your middle. And in the end, what you speak is, you summarize everything. Okay, you wrap up. You could tell a moral, you could tell a small little lesson that you learned from having that object, or how grateful you are to have that particular, show your gratitude, and wrap it up. Okay, now again, now first comes your beginning. All of you, I hope all of you are listening, children, because only when you listen to it now, you will actually program your mind to think and act that way. So please don't miss any point. Okay, first thing is you're grabbing attention. Now I looked at all of you, how I introduced myself. I was like, good evening. I want all of you to wave at me. So that's, even if someone is like seeing somewhere else, okay, there's some teacher who is asking us to wave, maybe wave. So that was my way to grab your attention, that I want everyone to listen to me. So there are many ways. As a teacher, I have this way. Your body language can actually grab anyone's attention, how confidently you stand. So at the very start, first way is usual way, you would say, hello, good evening, or maybe a happy morning. I'm Poonam Rajpal here presenting this particular. So that's a usual way. Okay, but that also can be very creative, loud, confident, with a smile, with your expressions, body language, your hand movements can grab anyone's attention. That's your first way. Second way is you pretending object to be speaking. Okay, now let's say this is a tab which I have it. Okay, so maybe instead of me introducing, it is introducing me. Maybe I keep it somewhere and I start talking maybe in a different tone, mimic. And so what happens, even someone who is like sleeping will get up. What is this boy speaking about? Or start telling a small story, interesting small story. Okay. Do you all remember the days? Maybe you could ask. Of course, I know you will not remember. You weren't in that era. Do you? I would ask your parents. Maybe. Do you all remember the days when we had to wait for hours together to do an STD call? And everyone will be like, yeah, we do remember. And here is your, I would say, here is the mobile, which at the tap of one, of fingers, and I could reach out to the other corner of the world. And that gadget is your mobile. It has become indispensable. So you start telling a small story. Okay. Or maybe a famous quotation. Maybe some important famous person has quoted about that particular object. Okay, you would say this particular, Abraham Lincoln told, or, there could be, the famous scientist said, and then you say that particular, and then come to the topic. Okay, I hope all of you remember the usual way, but a very confident, a smiling face way that you can introduce yourself. Then you pretend the object to be speaking. You put that voice there. You come up with a small story or start with a quotation. I hope all of you are clear with this. Give me a thumbs up. I can't see all of you. Give me a thumbs up. Okay, thank you so much, Anish, Saurish, and Harsh. Okay, now I'm sorry if I'm not taking other names because I'm able to see only a few windows because my screen is shared. Okay. Dealing now, next part comes the middle body of show and tell. You have to explain and be very descriptive. All of us have known, or we very well know what are adjectives. Use appropriate describing words for that object. Apart from just that wonderful, nice, good, wonderful, come out from the usual common adjectives. Be economical with words. Don't drag a lot. Use the appropriate words that actually describe that object. Use 5 W's and 1 H. What is 5 W and 1 H? If you could raise your hand, I will ask you to unmute. What is 5 W and 1 H? Think. Okay. Anushtap. Yes. Have you raised your hand? Yeah. I've asked you to unmute.
Ma'am, I don't know.
Oh, you don't know because I asked you to. I thought you raised your hand. Okay, Vedant. What?
Ma'am, the five W's are what, why, when, where, and
Why?
and who.
Now, 1 H, why? Okay.
And ma'am, one H is how.
1 H is how. Okay, or not necessarily that you have to. Why is this your favorite? What is this? So use this. Maybe I show my tab and say, answer the question what it is. And I say, it's my important, very important. Why is it so important? Okay. Who, it might not be whose it belongs. It actually belongs to my father's, but I use it. Okay. How it works, let me show it to you. And I show it. Okay, so you might not necessarily use all 5s in one H, but at least I'm sure 3 to 4 you can use it. So that becomes your middle body. Narrate an interesting account if required. Now, narrate an interesting account means there is some particular story attached to this particular object. Maybe you had been to a mall and you just by mistake forgotten in the shop that you shopped, um, and you reached home and then realized, oh God, you have forgotten the tab in that shop, and you rush back and you just tell you make it. See, children, especially when you have 1 or 2 minutes, don't drag anything, even the introduction, even the middle part or the last part. Don't drag. Always keep it short. Of course, if you've been given 5 minutes, then you can add interesting points to it. Maybe you'd say, I lost this a week back when I had been to a mall. I rushed back with panicking, and the shop was closed. The next day, the first thing that we all did, got up and went to the mall again, and to my surprise, this kind man, the owner of the shop, had kept it very safely to only give it back to me. I was so amazed at his kindness and honesty that I actually picked up a bouquet of flowers and chocolates and gifted him in return. So you see, so this is a small interesting account which is attached to this object that you are describing. Use loud and clear voice. Okay, you have to be very loud from the, not always have that voice modulation, children. You got it? You need to not always be very loud or not very slow or very soft. You can go loud on important topics. When you actually got excited getting this, you can be a little loud showing your excitement, and be very clear. Don't rush. Be very clear. Don't be fast. When you're fast, you generally will not sound very clear to your audience. Try to use exciting words or adjectives to describe your adventure or object, which I gave you an example now. Okay, now this becomes your middle, and next is your proper ending of show and tell. End with a moral lesson if possible, maybe what you learned having this, or how grateful you are. It could be end with some speciality of the object and why this object is your favorite, or why is it so special, why it cannot be given away, why uh, over the years it has become so precious to you. Always end in a positive note. You can't say, oh, I hate this, what the I'm I just can't, it's basically not used from last 1 year. You just can't end with a rude negative manner, children. Always have that positive way of ending with a smile. Always start with that smile and end with a smile. Of course, carry on that smile all the while. End with a thank you note. Your audience should know that yes, she's done. Okay, and if you're comfortable, take questions at the end. If you have any questions, or do you really feel or relate to what I just told you, if anyone would like to say, maybe if you are allowed to, then you should be confidently can take questions from your audience with in relation to the object or what you have told. And if they ask you, you should confidently answer them. Okay, if you're doing this activity of asking questions, then you should prepare yourself of the probable questions that can come to you. You got it? You know what kind of questions my audience might ask. So think about it. You frame those questions and answer yourself, so you are prepared. Okay, most of the times when you're prepared with the probable questions, out of 10, I'm sure if you get 5 questions, 4 questions will be a part of those 10 if you have prepared well. Okay, now Vedant told, 5 W's and 1 what, where, when, why, who, and how. Okay, now one quick tip to crack show and tell. Crack means you get through it successfully. Remember, show and tell shows a lot of things to your audience about you. You are just not showing your object. It's actually showing your confidence, how comfortable you are standing there in front of strangers, so many people. Just smile and speak clearly and confidently. It's very important. So no one is actually looking at the object only. They are also looking at you. They are looking, oh, this boy is so nervous. Remember one secret, children, even if you're nervous, you can act to be confident, and trust me, that acting can turn out to be a genuine confidence. Okay, now I want you all to listen to this little one who is talking about an object that she is holding. Are you all ready to listen? Okay, I'm going to play this. Yeah, I'll play and then stop immediately just to know if you all are able. Kavish and Devyani, you both give me a thumbs up if you can listen, okay? Wait.
Good morning, respected teachers and all
Yes.
my
1 minute, 1 minute. Can you hear? Yes, Devyani. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to replay now. All of you, please listen. Okay, what happened?
Good morning, respected teachers and all my friends. Today I'm going to talk about my animal. Why is a wild animal? It is a striped animal. Has large neck, curved head, and tail. His eyes are fluid. His eyes are fluid. Has sharp teeth, claws. Paws are very strong. It is a carnivorous animal. It roars very loudly. It is a of the jungle.
Okay, all of you believe that she's much younger than you all? Didn't she do a wonderful job? She's younger to you, Shaurish, or she's elder to you? She's younger, no? She must be in maybe, first standard. So she should be about 2 to 3 years younger. But don't you give me a thumbs up if you have liked her presentation? So cutely she's told. I'm sure as she grows up, she's actually going to be more confident with her body language, and her tone, her diction, her creativity, her content is definitely going to get better as she grows, because she started at a very young age. She didn't fear and get away from the place called stage. Okay, now of course you all are much grown up. I expect you all to speak much more deeper about that particular object that you're holding. Okay, so see here, there's a little girl. He talks about, it has the same activity, show and tell, for a rhyme that she has written in a page herself. Okay, I'm going to play this now.
Now, I am telling a poem. The poem's name is A Little Seed. A little seed falling to sow, a little earth falling to grow, a little sun, a little shower, a little wine, and then a flower. Thank you.
You see, this little girl actually gave us so many points. Can you all mention that? What did she do? Something that I already told you. You could raise your hand. I don't know why I'm not able to see chat while I am showing my. I'm not able. 1 minute. Someone has raised hand. Okay. Tanishta, can you please tell me? I've asked you to unmute, baby. What did she do that actually made her so, sound so well?
Ma'am, she smiled, as you said.
Very good. Good observation. She smiled. There's something else. Shivansh, would you like to tell?
Ma'am, I will like to tell that the words are very rhyming and
Okay, it's not okay.
please
Maybe
announce
she
it.
rhymed it. The words are well, but maybe she hadn't written the rhyme. She has just told, but what is it that you observed in her way she told, or what is her body language? Okay, Shaurish, what did you observe?
Ma'am, she say with full confidence.
She told it with a lot of confidence. Something else. Come on, I expect something else also. Smile, confidence, her rhyme was good. What else? I'm looking at the, okay, Vedant. Okay, Vedant. Okay, wait. I'll give you a chance. Vedant.
Body language and her
Her body language, but what in her body language? So, a smile included. What else?
and ma'am, her facial expressions and her hand movement.
Lovely. Her hand movements, and she showed like this. She showed. Okay, she's looking at the audience again, looking here, and she had this body language, short, crisp, short, and very nice it was. Okay. Now, are you all ready to take up the challenge? Are you all ready to take up the challenge? Now, the challenge is either you pick up a toy or a fruit you love the most. Of course, you might not have it right now. Or what you do, I will give you, since it's a demo class, I will give you, let me tell you, very important, that don't get disappointed if you don't get a chance. You will, all of you, see, if all of you take up this class, let's say you all are about 15 of you are here, all 15 of you will take up the Skillo Speak classes. No, all 15 of you will get a chance to do all the activities. Okay, so there's not even one activity that because of the time you will not be given a chance. All of you will get a chance, but because it's a demo, it's only one or two will get a chance. So what you do, I give you the liberty, from getting away from this particular statement. It's a toy or a fruit, you can pick anything you want. Okay, now all the very best. Thanks for being a part of this session. Of course, we have another 5 to 10 minutes that I'm going to take up. What I'll do is I will pick up something and tell you. Are you all ready to listen to me? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, now let me tell you. Can you all see this bag? Okay. Hello, good evening. My name is Poonam Rajpal, and as you can see, this is my favorite bag. It is silverish in color with beads in both the sides. It's huge, attractive, and gifted to me by my aunt. I can carry a lot of stuff easily into this bag. I remember once I had been for shopping with my friends. We all bought a lot of stuffs, lot of things. And while my friends were struggling to carry so many plastic bags, and one of my friend even lost one bag because she had multiple bags to carry, I was enjoying in ease to carry this only one bag, which is this. So functional and stylish at the same time. If someone had to bid on this bag, I would not give it away even for 1 lakh. It's just not a bag, but it's an emotion. It's a lot. I have a lot of memories that are attached to it. I am sure all of you have something that you can never give it away to anyone for anything. So keep that thing. It's very precious, like this bag is for me. Thank you so much and have a great day. Now, did you all get it? Did you all like it? First tell me. It was very impromptu, in the sense I really did not prepare. Nay, what is it that you liked? What is it that you feel? Yeah, ma'am, what is it? Uh, Anustap Da says, how to solve the homework. Which homework? What are you talking about? It's a wrong window. Okay. Yes, Anish, tell me, you have something to say?
Ma'am, you were smiling and you had confidence.
I was smiling and I was confident. I was not really prepared, to be frank. If I prepare, I think I can get better. Okay, Harsh says I had voice modulation. The moment you all observe things in others, you will be able to learn also that quickly. Very good if you are able to observe. I also told a story. Oh, very good. My body language was very good. My confidence, wow, I'm getting so many compliments. I'm feeling great now. It's time for you all to get compliments, which shall be showered by me if you do a good job. Okay, now it's time for you all to do that. I'm going to give you about a minute for all of you to pick up that object and get back. Don't worry if you're not prepared. Trust me, I wasn't really worried. Although I was worried, although I was prepared to pick up this bag and keep it next to me, but what to speak, I was not really. And that's the fact. It was gifted by my aunt. I pick up a lot of things. Everything is so true. Okay, so are you all ready? Come on. Okay, Anish, the ones who are ready, what you do, you could raise your hand. The ones who have already risen their hand, please make sure you lower your hand if it's not for this. Shivansh, you've raised your hand, but you're not there on the screen. You raise your hand, Shaurish, if you have, I mean to say not your physical hand, your Zoom hand, so that I know how many of you are ready. Zubair, Vardhan, Siddhant, Vihan. I love the confidence, the ones who are actually raised your hand. Children, you don't have to fear. I'm sure you will stumble. You go, maybe you go, you have, you come to a point that you are not getting the next line. You're going, speechless. You're very hesitant. It's okay, because we have these issues. That's why we all are here. So don't worry, someone else will always do better than you. There's someone else who will look at you and learn. So we all are in the process of learning. Never fear of failing, children. Okay, so we have about 4 to 5 of them who are ready. Anish, I'll ask you to do this job first, a task. Come on, all the best. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. So
Introduce yourself. Yeah.
Hello everybody, and my name is Anish, and today in Show and Tell, I'm going to tell about a book. So this is a book. Its title is The Big Book of Old Tom. So this book was given from my brother to me, and it even has a signature of the author, Le Hobbs. And this story tells about a woman named Angela, and there's a wild cat who she takes care of, and then that little cat drives her insane. But one day the cat goes missing, so Angela gets really sad, but the cat returns to her anyway. Thank you.
Okay. Firstly, Anish, applaud, kudos to you for attempting on a live session like this, not really getting bothered of how will I fare, how will I be good enough and all. Very good for that, I appreciate that confidence or that initiative that you've taken. However, a few things that I will definitely tell in every activity that you give, because we all are aiming to be excellent. There will be something that there will be a feedback always. No matter how wonderful you do, I will give you a feedback that can only improvise. Okay, so take it very constructively. Anish, what you could do is, I liked your start, I liked your middle, but I felt you didn't have a right ending. You didn't even thank, or what you learned, what is the moral of the story, and why did you enjoy reading that book. You could have ended up this, or rather than telling the entire story, or rather, even half the story in the way you told, you would have just told the summary of it. It's a story about a cat and a girl, a cat in the end. And I learned that particular, you got it, you learned what you learned. And maybe a particular incident or thing that touched your heart. I love the fact that this book has a emotion where it'll actually transport you or take you to that place, and you will feel that you're part of that cat family, something like that. What's your opinion about it? That's most important. You are not telling a book review. You are you are talking about that particular object, what is, how special it is to you. You got it? Otherwise, you definitely did a good job. Okay, next time do that. Keep in mind. I'll definitely keep in mind if you join Olympiad class, and maybe I'll keep in mind what is to be worked on with Anish. Okay. Tanishta, I'll ask you to unmute, baby. Huh. She's all set, standing there. Lovely. Start,
Yes.
baby.
Good evening and hi, friends and teacher and ma'am. I am Tanishtha. So as you put up an activity now at the moment, I was not able to actually prepare myself that well. But I believe that if I try now, I will be able to speak confidently at stage or anytime I want to speak in public. So I want to speak about pen. Pens are my favorite because pens, there are many women who broke the barrels with the help of pen. So I have many collections of pens. So I love all sorts of pens. It may be anything. It may be ball. It may be fountain. It may be any sort of color, red, blue. And I have an interesting story too. Once when I was in school, my friend had lost out of pens. She had one pen that but it had no ink. So she asked me a pen. So she asked that if I have an extra pen. I opened my pouch. I had like four pens. She said that why do you bring so many pens? I said that I love pens and you can express your feelings by not only speaking but you can also write. So I always take a collection of pens. So I have now also many pens. So this is all about pens, and I just like pens, so I always have collection of it. So now I have pens in a rush. So I was not able to take anything else. I had pen in my stable, so I bought it. That's all about. I hope you liked it. Thank you.
Oh, lovely, Tanishta. You can come on video so that you can listen to me and look at, I should be able to look at your expressions when I give you my feedback. You did a wonderful job. Really, I am impressed. I am amazed. Especially a few lines that you told. Many women have actually broke a lot of barriers using a pen. That's so true. And you were so not very prepared and not given enough time, but you had so much of content. And I love the fact that you stood there very confidently with your body language. I like that fact that you started with a smile, you ended with that thank you, and you showed these objects, different pens, you narrated a story too. However, maybe a quick feedback that you need to work on is that maybe you have to work on your diction, which we will work together when you join classes. Also, your the sentence formation can definitely get better. There's creativity, but the formation of sentence is not very smooth and accurate. Okay, there's somewhere that require that a little here and there editing is required. Okay, that will be definitely can be worked on. Not really a difficult task, because I see you are a learner, so we will learn together. Good, Tanishta, way to go, baby. Okay, we will take another last one. Who is going to do it? Shall we ask Vedant to do it? Yes, Vedant. Yeah. Don't worry, children. Please don't get disappointed. I feel very bad. During classes, all of you will get chance. Yes, Vedant.
My name is Vedant and I study in class 5th. And today I'm going to talk about a smartwatch. And this is my favorite smartwatch. It is made by Firebolt and it contains many features. People mainly often have many problems to understand their steps and what's the time. And this in the COVID times, we also have to check our SpO2 and heart rate level. And this tells it all. Uh, it contains of it also helps in it also has many features like it can also tell my BPM level too. It has many screensavers. Thank you, and I hope you liked it.
Yes, we definitely loved your presentation as Vedant. It was lovely. It was very nice. I loved the confidence. You were loud, you were clear, you had that smile on your face. You started very well. You had the object all the time. What you have to work is that maybe you can become a little humorous rather than just talking about facts. Audience will love if you could put the same thing in a little humorous way,
Okay,
maybe
ma'am.
a little story, maybe a little uh, maybe a line that can make your audience laugh and enjoy listening to you again. Come back to facts, come back. Okay, you could also say, why is this so favorite? I mean, it's gifted by whom? Or maybe the same thing that you told during the COVID times, it helped a lot of us, but at the same time it can actually bring in a lot of panic also. So while you're checking, your BP might go rise. So please use it very wisely and not in excess. Something, something for audience to even think about.
Okay, ma'am.
You are giving a point for them to ponder, to think about.
Okay, ma'am.
You should always give something to your listeners that they have never heard about. They already know the facts. Okay, you're still telling it very well, but what is it something that they don't know or they've never thought about? You will give that point of perception.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
together work. Okay. I think with this we will end today's class. Children, please don't feel sourish. And Shivansh, Anustop, and Harsh, I am so sorry. And Siddhant, I didn't give you a chance to speak, but who is this? Anish, Vedant, who else spoke today? And Tanishta. You all three of you did a wonderful job. Kudos. Okay. I look forward to teach all of you during our regular classes, and I'll meet you all soon. Thank you so much. I enjoyed interacting with you. I hope all of you enjoyed too. Okay. Over to you, Ranjan sir. Thank you so much, children. Have a great evening ahead. Ranjan sir, are you there? We'll wait for Ranjan sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hi. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the wonderful session. So, students, can you tell us like how was the session? You can write in the chat box. Okay, I think Kavish already right. The class was wonderful. Okay. Okay. So yeah. So students, do anyone have any doubt or anything you can ask? It was amazing. Okay. Thank you, Anish. Yes. Anushka, you having a doubt? Yes, I have unmuted you. You can speak.
Yes, yes, sir. Can you show me how to open my assessments?
Which assessment?
Assignments.
Okay, assignment you will get like when you register for the course, then you will get the access to the assignments.
Okay.
Okay.
Where do
Yeah.
I see in my assignment, and when I solve
Assignments.
the assignment, how I will post it?
So in the assignments, there is a link, Google Form link. In the Google Form, you need to answers. Okay. But you will get the access for that when you register for the course. Okay. Then we will give you the credential so that you can access the content. Okay.
Okay, okay,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. Do anyone have any other doubt? Shivansh and Anish also raise their hand. Do you have any doubts? Okay. So students, in the chat box, I have shared some links. You can just copy and save that. Okay. This link will help you to join the live classes. Okay. Now Poonam ma'am will meet you in the live classes. Okay. So thank you everyone to join today. Thank you Poonam ma'am. Thank you students for the wonderful session. Yeah. Thank you. Good night everyone. Bye.